Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Kozadon at Teledyne Photometrics, here to show you the Prime BSI Express CMOS camera in the Olympus CellSens software. Here we have the latest version of CellSens Dimension running with the Prime BSI Express. This camera is a back-illuminated CMOS camera, so you have a combination of 95% quantum efficiency with very low read noise modes, results in very high sensitivity imaging even with very low signal levels. Our pixel array with the Prime BSI Express is 2K by 2K with a 6.5 micron pixel, perfect for a 60x magnification lens. All of this is across a 19mm field of view, meaning you can get a lot of information in every single frame. As for the frame rate, the Prime BSI Express operates at 95 frames per second, full frame in the 11-bit modes, as well as 44 frames per second in CMS and HDR modes. In order to access the different readout rates of this camera, we can go here to Acquisition Settings. Here we have all the options for the camera. On this drop down for bit depth, you can see we have 11-bit, 12-bit and 16-bit grayscale. The 11-bit modes are our fast modes that operate at 95 frames per second. 12-bit is our CMS mode with 1 electron or less of read noise, and 16-bit is our HDR mode in case you want to look at very intense signals. We're going to start with CMS mode. Here we have a cell sample. What we're going to do is we're going to go live. We're not going to use a very high laser power. We're going to simulate a very low light regime with 50 millisecond exposure and 10% illumination. Here we can see the mitochondria of our cell sample. You can see I can track around and show other areas of our sample on the camera. Even with only 50 milliseconds exposure and 10% light level, CMS mode is giving us excellent picture quality due to maximizing signal collection and minimizing sources of noise. We can even continue to turn the exposure down, going now to 30, 15, and so on, to really drill down into the low light regimes and demonstrate the excellent picture quality even with very low signal levels. This is all done at 44 frames per second across the whole frame. In order to see the speed, we need to take a movie. We can click here, Movie Recording, and then click Movie, making sure that our histogram is auto-stretched so that we can see the video we're taking. When we're ready, we can stop our movie and we can look at the properties. Under T-spacing, we can see a 23 millisecond spacing between each frame. This is 44 frames per second, which is the maximum speed of CMS mode. If wishing to image at a higher speed, we can apply a region of interest. While we're currently imaging across the full 2K by 2K array, we can establish a region. Due to this being a single sensor CMOS, we can place this subarray anywhere we like, and then we can image at a higher speed. This array is 2048 by 1024, exactly half the array size. This will result in a doubling of the speed. The T-spacing, which was 23 before, is now 11.5, resulting in a speed of around 88 frames per second, exactly double the speed as we had before. If we wish to image at a high speed mode across the entire sensor, we'll need to use our 11-bit modes. As you can see, these present 3 different gain states: 1, 2, and 3. These will help match the electron to gray level conversion to your signal level. If we go live, we can see the same sample in our 11-bit mode, and now we can take a movie. This will show us what frames we're operating at in our high-speed modes. Again, selecting auto contrast. Across the full frame of the BSI Express in the speed mode, we have a T-spacing of 10.6. This is 95 frames per second. If we are to half the size of the sensor, We could then double the speed, going into the hundreds and then thousands of frames per second. Great for highly dynamic, moving samples. We can easily take multiple pictures and combine them together, presenting the great image quality of the BSI Express. Overall, you get clean, pattern-free images, even with samples that feature a very low signal level, all at a high speed across a large field of view. This all works great with Olympus CellSens software and is a powerful combination for your imaging.